The Hall Beneath the World. Beneath the roots of the world, so deep that even sound forgets the way, there is said to be a place where the stone hums to itself. Some call it the Hall Beneath the World, though none can say who first gave it that name. It is whispered that the walls there breathe, that they pulse faintly with the rhythm of the living earth. The light within them comes not from flame, nor moon, nor sun, but the slow resonance of stone itself, like the song of an ancient crystal still remembering the moment it was born. They say the walls are lined with pillars of quartz, cathedrals of amethyst, and veins of jade that gleam with a soft inner pulse. Through the cavern runs a river of silver, smooth as glass, flowing without sound, but carrying the faint tremor of every heartbeat above. And at the far end of the great hall sits a throne, carved from the hearts of mountains, or so the stories claim. Upon it rests the Gnome King, first of the stone folk and keeper of all that endures. None can agree on what he looks like. Some say he is carved from granite and gold, broad as a boulder and heavy as the world itself. Others swear that he is a shimmer in the quartz, a ripple that stirs when the earth groans in its sleep. A few believe he is the mountain itself, that every rock, every pebble is a single thought in his ancient mind. Whatever the truth, the stories agree on this. He is patient, older than time, slower than sleep, and steady as the soil that receives both root and seed. It is said that his kin, the gnomes of the deep, live all around him, half born from the rock. They do not speak, but they feel the language of pressure and turning and weight. They are the quiet ones who hold the world in place. When mountains strain, they brace them. When tides press too far upon the land, they shoulder the swell. When the skin of the world cracks, they push back, smoothing the tremor so rivers and valleys may keep their shape. They are never seen, yet always working. And when the world shivers beneath our feet, some say it is only the gnomes adjusting the balance. When at last the deep places grew still, their labour fell to silence, and the earth began to listen. When the tremor stilled, and the silence returned, a lighter rhythm answered from above, the first footsteps of humankind. A few old tales claim that long ago, humankind and gnomes were not strangers. When man first shaped flint, the ground hummed with curiosity, and the Gnome King stirred. He sent his smallest kin, the crags and groundlings, to guide them. They taught that every stone carried its own gift. Flint held the spark of fire. Granite bore the weight of walls. Sandstone shaped the hearth. Soft enough for carving, strong enough for time. Even the river stones, smooth and patient, learned to guide the flow of water home. From these lessons rose the first circles and cairns, memory set in rock, a song the earth could keep. They showed the early builders how to lift stone, to align to the stars, to raise circles that marked the sun's long journey. Yet time, as always, watched humankind follow the sun to their slow undoing. Empires rose, empires fell. The gnomes watched as humankind turned from stone to bronze, from bronze to marble, from marble to crowns and columns that reached for the sun. Cities climbed where circles once stood. Kings raised towers to outlast the sky, their names carved deep in lintels of pride and prayer. But even marble crumbles, even bronze grows green with age, and when the dust of their empire settled, only hard stone remained, silent, remembering. They forgot the old songs of the earth, forgot the slow rhythm that once tied them to the soil. In stillness they listened, but the earth's answer had changed, the teachers forgotten, their song unremembered. So the gnomes withdrew again into their dreaming earth. It is said that, over time, they forgot the feeling of warmth, of the seasons turning, of the world's soft heartbeat. The pulse that once sang through the stone's deep veins now reaches them only faintly, a resonance travelling through old veins of iron. Still, some linger near the surface, half asleep in riverbeds, meadows, and mossy hills. They wait for something they no longer remember, for the earth moves slowly, and so do they. And deep beneath the riverbed, where the roots of hills and trees entwine, the old king keeps his halls. There, the echoes of his people drift like slow currents of light, waiting for the warmth of a voice to wake them once more.